my YouTube channel. For today's session, we are going to study how to export a widget as an image in Flutter. So we have already created a project. So for now we are going to add two packages we are going to rely on. We have one package for saving image in the gallery. It's called the gallery saver, and another package is called path provider. Is a package that we'll be using to get the path locations on devices, whether iOS devices, Android, or even desktop devices. So we are going to first of all to add those packages before I go on. So we go to the pub.dev, then we get our package. First package is called path provider. So we get our package, and after getting our package, we put it in our pubsec here. Then we get another package called the gallery saver. We are going to rely on those two packages to demonstrate our example. So we have to refresh the package. So another thing to remember is that because we are going to learn on iOS device, we have to remember to add the permission to access the photos, to make any manipulation or to access the already existing photo in the gallery. So we have to use this permission in our info.py list, or even if we want to access the camera, we also include this permission. This is the keyword you have to remember if you are building for the iOS device. And for someone who is working on Android, you have to put the permissions and in the Android manifest. So let's continue by building the application. So while waiting for the Flutter to finish building the application, you can start writing some few codes here. So as you see, this is the default codes generated by Flutter. We are going to replace it with one of the widget of our choice that we are going to export as an image. So let's add like a simple icon, then we export it as an image. So here we are going to add icon. So icons dot home. We can even add multiple icons to make it beautiful. Add low icons dot home, icon dot museum. We got some multiple icons. Icon dot car crash. Let's add like those three icons, and we are going to export them in a single image. So to export those icons, we are going to wrap with it and a widget called the paint boundary. So this widget, you have to give it a key. This is a programmatical reference to access this widget that will help to get the boundary or the side, the end of where we want to take the end of the widget, or the area where we are going to take the screenshot or export its widget. So we have to add the global key. Global key, go to global key. We have to put our key here. So we have to increase the size of this icon. So let's add size 50, size 50, size 50. You can see now our icons are large. We can even make it more bigger. You can see our icon are large enough, and you can even add some padding. You can see padding. Okay, so we can export those icons in a single image. So let's do it. We have to add a function void export image. So this is our function. So in this function you have to make it asynchronous, because we are going to add activities which take more time, which cannot be rendered not synchronously. So we have to get this key. We get what we call current context and find Linda object as Linda as paint Linda paint boundary. So after getting this, we assign it to a variable, we call it boundary. So after getting this boundary, we call to image function. This will get an image bytes. So after getting an image, I have also to add a wait function, because this function is asynchronous. So after getting an image, we have also to get byte data, and we also have to specify the format of an image. So we get image format dot png. So we want to export our image as a png image. So we have to put also a wait, because this is another asynchronous function. So for this step we have byte data. So dot buffer, and we get our bytes. So here this is not a synchronous function, we will assign it as a simple variable. So for the next step, what we are going to do, we are going to declare a file, so that we can save our data inside a file. So before creating a file, you have to get the path of the location we are going to save this file. That's why we have added a path provider, where we are going to get the existing location on the iOS storage locations. So for our location we are going to get application documents directory. You can get different locations. You can get temporary locations, you can get public locations, you can get anything else. So for now we are going to get this, and because it's an asynchronous function, I have to put await dot path. So now we have got the path of the directory where we can save our file. So declare a path. Then after declaring a path, we are going to create our new file. So we have to put our path, we put slash, then we generate a random name for our file. Let's use time dot now dot microseconds epoch. Then we add extension after generating this random name. So we have to import that IO library. So here we have our file, and after creating a file, we have to write those bytes. So we are going to write bytes. Write as bytes, we pass that uin 8 list. So this is also an asynchronous file. We have to put await. So here the return new file, we assigned it to existing file. So for the next step is to call the gallery saver. That's the library we have added that will help us to save the generated file to the gallery, so that if we open our photos or our gallery, we find that the new image have been saved there. So we call gallery saver dot save image. We pass our file dot path. So dot then we also, this is asynchronous, we have to put an await Then you have also to check, we have to declare a variable to check if it has been saved successful. We declare a variable, we call it check. If check equal to true, it means that the image have been saved successfully, else image has not been saved. So we have to declare a message we have to show to the user. String message image not saved. Here we say image saved successfully. So here let's show a snack to the user. We have to get scaffold messenger of context dot show snack bar the content text. We show our message to the user that image have been saved successfully. And here we have to add if mounted to check that the context is still alive. So this is our implementation, and here on this floating action button we are going to call that function export image. So tooltip is export image. You can even use image icon to make it clear, and for these icons you can even wrap them inside the card to make it more beautiful. You can see like this, and then we put some margin. Yes, here you can say wow, it's okay now. So let's export this. And you can even add some padding. So let's export this widget of our choice to see how it will be visible in our gallery. So we have to click. They will ask us about the permissions so that we can access the gallery. So we have to say allow access to photos so that our file will be saved there. So look at the message, they say that image saved successfully because the image has been saved. So let's open our gallery to see that our image is already there. You can see that our image have been saved, and it has only taken the widget that have been specified under this repaint boundary. So it does not take whole screen as a screenshot or something. You only catch the small portion that you want. So I think this will help, like when you want to export something like an image or QR code or other things you may wish to pick or take from the screen. You want to print a card, you want to print something else, this tutorial may help. So I advise everyone here to subscribe, share, and like. So thank you so much. Let's meet next day with another courses. So thank you so much.